As I already said in the previous lesson, the applications of the PAO system are memorizing long numbers, memorizing long sequences of binary digits, and memorizing the exact order of one or more decks of shuffled playing cards. The method works by giving to the numbers or to the cards identities, a distinctive person, action, and object that you can then link up in the correct sequence by placing them along a mental journey. All variants have the same sequence of 4 steps. Step 1. Learn the peg list of the system, the code. Step 2. Apply the code. Step 3. Create a memorable story from the images, a journey. Step 4. Memorize and recall the story and the items. The difference is in the code. For each of these applications, a distinct code is required. In the resources attached to this course, you will find examples for each type of code. You can use my list as it is, or you can make changes to some associations according to your preferences. You will also find some templates that will help you create your own codes. In this lesson, you will learn how to use the PAO system for memorizing long numbers. When I say long numbers, I mean hundreds or thousands of digits, which can be memorized much easier if they are encoded in pictures. Let's take a closer look at the 4 steps of this system. Step 1. Learn the peg list of the system, the code. The PAO system for numbers works by assigning a distinctive person, action, and object to each number from 0 to 99. There are 100 combinations of number pairings, 00, 01, 02, all the way up to 97, 98, and 99. Each one will be associated with a person, an action, and an object. The images can be anything. Some people assign person, actions, and objects that are completely unrelated to the numbers. Other people have created various systems to classify these images. It doesn't really matter if they are related to the numbers or not. It just matters that you remember the association. From my experience, I can tell you that creating the list of 100 people, actions, and objects is the hardest thing when you begin to use this method. In fact, this is not really hard work. It's even fun to do it, but it takes a long time to finish it. You will often get stuck, not knowing what to do next. For this reason, in the next lesson, I will present you a guide on how to create your personal list, and you will see my own list, so you can understand how to create your own code. You can use my list as it is. You can create a new one, or you can adapt my list according to your preferences. Once you have learned the 100 original images, it's like you know the alphabet of a new language. You can apply it to any numbers memorization. In other words, the images of the people, actions, and objects do not change from application to application. Since each person can be combined with 100 actions and 100 objects, it means you can create 20,100 distinct images to memorize long randomized sequences of numbers. Therefore, the PAO method is extremely powerful. Step 2. Apply the code. When you have to memorize long numbers, first you have to chunk them in 6. The first 2 digits are converted into a person. The second 2 digits become an action, and the third pair of 2 digits become an object. The unique combination between that person, the action of another person, and the object of a third person will create a memorable image that you will place along an imaginary journey. Step 3. Create a memorable story from the images. Memories are constructed by converting numbers or cards in a sequence into persons, actions, and objects within a story. Here is an example from Joshua Foer's book, Moonwalking with Einstein, The Art and Science of Remembering Everything. Number 34 might be Frank Sinatra, a person, crooning, an action, into a microphone, an object. Likewise, 13 might be David Beckham kicking a soccer ball. The number 79 could be Superman flying with a cape. Any 6-digit number, like say 34, 13, 79, can then be turned into a single image by combining the person from the first number with the action from the second and the object from the third. In this case, it would be Frank Sinatra kicking a cape. If the number were instead 79, 34, 13, the mental athlete might imagine the equally bizarre image of Superman crooning at a soccer ball. Step 4. Memorize and recall the story and the number. Put the images of the story inside a memory palace by applying the location-loci method. The first course of this series presented in detail the loci method, an indispensable technique for every person who trains his memory. Now that you know how the method works, in the next lesson, I will show you my list of 100 associations that you can use as it is, or you can customize it so it is a useful tool for memorizing long numbers.